very simple. It's a very simple question. Give me the word blessings in Arabic.
Barakah is one of the words.
Okay, right. So, is there any time where you have salat as blessings in Arabic?
I'm not sure.
In the Quran, yes. Is there any way in the Quran where you have the word salat as blessings?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. So what I'm saying to you,
What did he say?
I don't really understand his argument.
He's saying
according to your Quran,
He's saying it says prayer. That means Allah prays to God because they use the word salli. I'm saying in this word it doesn't mean prayer. I say it means blessings.
Yeah, but you're saying
There's a scope of interpretation of every word in the Arabic language.
I think my brother hears what you are saying. He's just asking simple evidence.
simple questions, yeah.
Can back up that in this verse it is used.
Do you mind?
I'll try my best to answer them.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If you don't have an answer, that's fine. I was reading a surah the other day, and the verse was speaking about Allah or making prayers to Muhammad. Okay, do you obviously as a Muslim, I'm assuming that you don't pray to Muhammad, right?
We pray to God.
Right, but according to the Quran, it actually has Allah given salat to Muhammad. Now, I just want you to just comment on that verse, comment on that scripture. What does that mean to you?
Which verse are you referring to?
So Surah 33, 43. Have you got the Quran on you? Let's read it together.
He it is who sends his blessings on you, and do so his angels, that he may bring you forth out of utter darkness into the light, and he is merciful to the believers.
Okay, what does the Arabic say?
I don't speak Arabic myself.
You don't speak Arabic?
I can say it, but I wouldn't understand its translation.
What does this mean?
هو الذي يصلي عليكم وملائكته ليخرجكم من الظلمات إلى النور وكان بالمؤمنين رحيم. So this is saying Allah sends his blessings to Prophet Muhammad.
Right, so is the word baraku there?
What word?
Baraku. That's the correct word for blessings.
I don't see
find
it.
there. But it's not there. So the right word would be blessing, but the right word for prayer is salat.
Okay.
Yeah? And so when we look at this, Surah 43, 33, let me just bring it up for you on my Quran here. Because I know a lot of Muslims, they've misinterpreted the word, which really should be salat, and they've used the word blessings, when if you look at the Arabic, it actually means, it says salat.
It says yusallee.
Yeah, so, yeah, which is prayer. So hold on, let me just quickly get this up here. What verse did I give you? 43, 43, yeah? Alright. Okay, so he says, he who sends salat on you and his angels to Allah to bless and forgive you, that he may bring you out from darkness into the light of belief of Islamic polytheism, and he is ever most merciful to believers. So he's saying here that Allah is sending salat onto who? Muhammad.
What would you define as salat?
Salat, I would say the definition is prayer. Would you disagree with that?
Every
Yes.
every word in Islam has a linguistic meaning and a religious meaning. What we call lugatan and shari. So salah in its linguistic meaning means supplication. In its shari meaning it means prayer. So in regards to what it's referring to, I'm not sure in what the specific ayat is referring to, but I guess we could mean it to mean blessings.
So salat means blessings?
In that regard, I'm not going to say it means every word has to be determined by its context.
Yeah.
But in this regard, it could mean blessings. I'm not 100% sure what it means.
Okay.
But what's your argument?
Can you give me another example where same phrase used in the Quran as a blessing?
No, my point is that you said it means salah. I'm saying there's a linguistic and shari meaning to every word. But just following on for the sake of argument, I don't know what this specific context is saying. All it's saying is Allah sends his blessings on you. Okay, so what's the point?
It doesn't say blessings, it says salat.
Okay.
And I'm saying...
So what's your point?
Okay, so what I'm saying to you is,
cut to the
why
chase.
is it that Allah is sending his salat, his prayer, and his angels prayers to Muhammad. Why is
He's
this
sending
the
his
case?
blessings on Muhammad.
No, it doesn't say blessings. The word blessings is different from prayer. The word blessings would be
Blessing
barakah.
is barakah.
Barakah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Allah.
But every word has a scope
sending
of
us
interpretation.
prayers. Why would Allah pray to?
Every word has a scope of interpretation in it, within a context. You can only understand what that word means, when you put it into the context.
Can
So
you-
in this, I'm not going to say Allah was praying to Muhammad. Of course I'm not. In another case, it might be. So we look at the context of the verse.
So
If
you are okay in another case if Allah prays to Muhammad.
Say again.
You are okay if in another case Allah prays to Muhammad.
If you praise, you would have to define what you mean by prayer.
So why are you playing with the verse? I think my brother.
What's your point? Let's cut to the point.
My brother
That was
is
the
asking
point.
the question why Allah is
The
praying
point
to
is,
Muhammad.
why is Muhammad? Can you give me any context in which Allah can pray to Muhammad? Give me any context, any interpretation. Briefly, how can
I don't think God would send his prayer on Muhammad.
right,
He
but
can send his
that's what
blessings.
your Quran says.
I can say he can send blessings, but there's a
But it
context.
doesn't say
Why,
that.
why Allah is not using the phrase barakah?
Why didn't you use
Every
the word
word has
barak?
a scope of interpretation in the Arabic language.
Well, that's what we're asking you, right?
Yeah.
We're asking you.
So I wouldn't say it means prayer in this context.
Well, no. What we're asking you,
Can you give any evidence to brother if it's not?
just give us the evidence that it's actually blessings. Give us the Arabic that says blessings.
I'm not familiar with the Arabic language like that. All I'm saying, in this context, we wouldn't mean it to say prayer.
Well, clearly it says salat, okay? And
Yusallee.
even
Yusallee.
What's the verse? What's the
no,
verse?
there's different. Sir,
What's the verse?
Surah 33, 43. Let's look at another verse as well.
But can we come to the topic of discussion so I know what we're referring
Well,
to?
that is the topic. The topic is, you said that you don't speak Arabic, okay? Now, I'm asking you, according to your Quran, in the Arabic, it says that Allah sends his salat to Muhammad.
That's your
okay?
premise. So what's
Right.
your conclusion?
Okay, the conclusion is that in order for me to pray to someone, okay, I could only conclude that that person is God, is deity. All right? Now, I would not pray to you, and I'm sure you would not pray to me. And if I did see somebody praying, right, I would only assume that they are regarding the person they're praying to as God. And so it's kind of
So you're
a
talking
weird
the discussion is
contradiction.
intermediary. Being able to use an intermediary between God.
No.
Being able to use Prophet Muhammad as an intermediary to get to God.
No,
Is that
no.
the topic of the discussion?
No, the discussion is in regards
Why
to
are we praying to Muhammad to get to God?
No, I didn't ask you why you're praying. I'm
I
saying
don't
why is
understand your
Allah
question.
praying
Okay.
to God? So why is Allah praying to Muhammad? Why is he sending prayer?
I don't
to
define it to
Muhammad?
mean prayer in that context.
What, I'm saying you don't. We're getting circles now, right?
Yeah,
He's
we
not-
are.
he's not
We
telling- he's
know
not telling a
it
prayer.
clearly states.
It doesn't-
salat.
It says
doesn't say that.
Yusallee has a scope of interpretation. Like I
Salli
said,
Allah
salah.
means to support.
Yeah, could mean that as
Allah
well.
supports him, the angels
Okay,
support
who's
him.
going to answer for you because it seems that we're
It's
down.
one, we're one.
Okay, all right. So
Let's go to the Oxford Dictionary.
Yes.
And then say what is the blessing used in Arabic, which
Okay.
is barakah.
yes.
No.
What is the
Salli, you're asking
the
us
salah
what does salli
used
ala
in other
mean?
part of the Quran,
Salli ala.
which is the prayer. You can go to the Surah 9, for example. That's another example. It is the same phrase. They translate it as praying, but when they come to the Surah 33,
One second. In the
because
Arabic
they
language,
say there is a
we often say.
problem
Right.
between
Who are we
Allah
speaking to?
and
Am I speaking to you or you?
Well, hold on. There's two of
Am
you
I
speaking.
speaking to two or am I speaking to one?
We're all talking together, you said.
Okay, we're all talking.
Muslims have been very dishonest and translated in a different. But
Yes.
you know better than him. If
She's
you
a
are
hate
Muslim.
speech,
In Arabic.
I understand.
I'll speak from my limited knowledge.
I read Harry.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. What do we mean? Salli means here, peace and blessings. So I can't refer to it as blessings here.
Well, I'm asking you, what does the word blessings mean in Arabic?
Like I said, every word in the Arabic language has a scope of
I'm going to ask you
interpretation.
again, what does the word blessings mean in Arabic?
Two Arabic words can have one English interpretation.
So give me the word, give me the word blessings in Arabic. It's very simple. It's a very simple question. Give me the word blessings in Arabic. What is the
Barakah
word?
is one of the words.
Okay, right. So is there any time where you have salat as blessings in Arabic?
Not sure.
Quran.
In the Quran, yes. Is there any way in the Quran where you have the word salat as blessings?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. So what I'm saying to you,
I don't really understand his
He's
argument.
saying
according to your Quran, it clearly
He's
states
saying it says prayer.
that
That means
it's a
Allah
prayer.
prays to God because they use the word salli.
what
I'm
it
saying
says.
in this word it doesn't mean prayer.
That's what it
I say
says.
it means blessings.
Yeah, but you're saying
There's a scope of interpretation of every word in the Arabic language.
I think my brother hears what you are saying. He's just asking simple evidence.
Simple questions, yeah.
Can back up that in this verse it is used as a blessing. Have you got any evidence?
Why do you say it's prayer?
Why does it say it?
Why do you
Because
think
if you
it's
look at
prayer?
the dictionary, I can bring up the dictionary and look at the word salat. It's literally translates as prayer.
This gentleman doesn't know about
That's what it
language.
says.
Yeah, I feel like we're going circles, but come to a major point.
Brother, what I think is you're avoiding this because you're
No,
struggling.
I'm telling you, there's
What
scope
I'm asking
interpretation
you
of
is
Arabic
very simple
word.
question. Very simple question. The word salat.
I've answered it several times.
Right, but you said you don't know, so you don't know.
Any English word.
If you don't know,
You don't know about grammar.
When I say beat,
You know about the grammars in Arabic. You know the differences.
okay.
It's fine.
Who's representing?
Before you speak,
Who am I talking to?
you are naive. You are.
One person. Who am I
What's
talking
the
to?
No,
salat?
that's the language.
What's the salat?
Arabic is.
Tell me what the salat
Salat means prayer.
Prayer, just prayer.
It means
You're wrong.
prayer. Okay. All right. Should we look at what the dictionary says?
You're wrong. Get in the dictionary. You're wrong.
Any English word, we have many meanings. What's wrong with that?
Salat doesn't even mean prayer. It means supplication.
Even before you talk about salah,
Supplication.
not only Arabic.
You don't know the Arabic language.
okay.
You said salat means prayer, yes?
Okay.
Can I just answer one question?
Before you know, let's just define what we're speaking about. Okay, fine. Wait. The word salat is an Arabic word whose basic meaning is bowing, homage, worship, prayer. In its English usage,
Go to
the
Hans of a
word
dictionary. Go to Hans of a
is
dictionary.
almost always confined to the Muslim.
What are you looking at?
I'm-
It's good Google. Go to Hans of a dictionary.
Right, so what
Go
I'm
to
asking you
Hans
is,
dictionary.
it's a very simple
Let
question
me
to our
try. This
Muslim
gentleman.
friends.
Let me just one point and then I'll finish.
It's
One
a
point I'll
very
finish.
simple question.
Salah
If
in
salah
Arabic.
does not mean prayer, can you show us what it means?
The meaning of salah means supplication. In it,
What is your
yes.
source?
Okay, can you
Let me
give us the
finish.
source, just like I give you source? Can you give us your source, whatever it may be?
Supplication. Go to Hans of a dictionary. You'll find it
Wait,
supplication.
brother, I'm not going to take hearsay. I want you
Go
to
to
show
Hans
us
of a dictionary. It means supplication.
Can you give us your dictionary?
I
Give us
really
your
can't speak.
dictionary
I'll speak to you.
and give us the explanation.
It means supplication. In regards to its
Give
Shari
us the
meaning,
source.
its
Give us
Islamic
the source.
meaning.
We want a source.
Hans of a dictionary.
Okay.
Go to Hans of a dictionary. I'm giving you the source.
Okay, wait, okay.
Brother, why are you going back and forth?
What we're asking you, we came to ask you. So you don't know. So why are you here? if you
If
don't
no
know?
one's clear about it, then move on. But you can't be posing arguments you're not sure about yourself.
That same phrase is prayer. And when you look at the Quran, the same phrase has been used as a prayer. Suddenly,
No, but
why
according
the
to who?
problem?
According to who?
According to Muslim scholars,
scholars?
the people who translated the
scholars?
Quran.
Give me
So
one scholar's name.
as you play with the names, as you play with the phrases,
not
you
English.
still
She's
need to
English.
stand
Yeah, but you
and
can't
answer
say
the
that.
question why Allah
argue
and
that,
angels
because
are
you
praying
can't argue
upon
that.
Muhammad.
So the-
That's my
argue
brother
that.
and sister
That's the
asking
simple
I'm sorry,
question.
but if you're going to come with an argument,
Okay,
you need
so-
to come with hard
so
evidence.
again, can any Muslim here give us an answer to this? Because
I'll give you answer
we've
because
asked-
you're
okay, all right, okay, let's talk to you. Okay, all right.
Well, I don't think
So
anyone
we're
here is
gonna read.
qualified.
We read Surah 33, 43. We're also gonna read Surah 33, 56. It says here, Allah sends His salat on the prophets and also His angels. Oh, you who believe, send your salat on him and greet him with the Islamic way of greeting. So Allah here is sending His salat upon Muhammad, okay, and also His angels. So now Allah is not only sending, okay, so the question we're asking is this, is why is it that Allah is sending His prayers, because that's what the word salat means, to Muhammad? Would you pray, would you send your prayers, hold on, would you send your prayers onto another human being, or did your prayers go directly to Allah? That's the question.
I don't like please.
Brother, it's a conversation.
I understand, please. I don't like this.
Just talk to me. He's filming.
We don't like this.
Do you know the context behind that?
No, I don't like this, gentleman.
Stop looking at the camera.
It's all right, all right.
Okay, stop that, sir.
Stop.
Okay, I'm not talking to you because you're being very aggressive,
It's okay,
very
you can
violent.
have photo.
Do you know who you should be talking to?
Okay, so you come over and let's talk to you. Let's talk to you. Okay.
I'm qualified to speak to
Brother,
you.
you cannot talk to people.
Okay.
Speak to this brother or speak to Muhammad Hijab. Someone qualified.
People who identify themselves as a Muslim and without any fear at speakers corner when they attack the cameraman and when they attack the Christians. That's not acceptable.
It's not acceptable. Okay, so we're here and we're asking Muslims a very simple, basic question. Why is it in several surahs and ayahs, you have you have Allah sending salat, sending prayers to Muhammad. And so we ask a simple question. Now, of course, we don't speak Arabic, and of course, they will be in a better position to give us that information. So it's a simple question. Why is it that they're giving praise to Muhammad? So far, we haven't had an answer. And so the question is still open. Why is it that Muhammad is receiving praise if he's not deity and if he's not God? And I challenge any Muslim to give me a solution.